Hi everyone, this is Chris Petri. Welcome back. A good evening, a good afternoon, and a good morning to you. I'd like to first off say thanks for all my new subscribers and thanking everyone for following my YouTube channel. And I hope we're having a lot of fun and enjoying the learning process of watercolors and all the great, interesting things that happen with watercolors. And even though it's a challenging medium, and it takes time to learn. It's definitely doable. Anyone can do it. I know you can do it. And it's just a matter of taking time and practicing. And if you do a little bit every day or whenever you can find time, you'll definitely make progress and become a fantastic painter. Here, I just wanted to promote a local art exhibit that I'm involved in. It's the Kurth Cottage Cafe and Gallery in Ridgewood, New Jersey. They accepted me into their gallery, and I'll be showing my work there from August 1st till September 30th of this year, 2017. So I left my exhibit pamphlet here, and you can uh, see all the times and dates. And I left my phone number on there if you wanted to call me as far as if you're in the area, the New York area. So I'm from basically New Jersey, Fair Lawn, New Jersey, and Ridgewood's only 5 minutes from my house basically. And so if you're anywhere in the tri-state area or in the New York area visiting, traveling, or if you live nearby and you want to come and see the exhibit, I hope you can come by and check out my paintings. I'm going to have about 25 or 30 paintings up on the gallery wall there for a couple months. And I hopefully you'd maybe like one and buy one. Um, in any case, you can always call me if you have any questions. And again, if you live in the area, it's a great opportunity to stop by. Maybe I can meet you over there too as well. Basically, the gallery is showing my works mostly in the daytime hours, and I work quite a few hours during the day, so I'm probably not going to be there most of the time, except for the weekends. I might be there on certain occasions. In any case, let's get into our lost and found edges for this video series. I think I'm going to do a two-part series for this. Um, you might have heard the term lost and found edges with watercolors. A lot of people talk about it, artists, pros, people that just, have fun painting, learn about this technique. So I want to bring this technique to you, share it with you, and give a demonstration on it. And hopefully you can use this in your watercolors to like make your watercolors a or to help your watercolors look better and more interesting. So I'll just quickly jot down on the paper here. I always encourage everyone to start a notebook or just even jot down some stuff on paper and leave it near your working area so you can refer back to these notes, because a lot of times there's a lot of different techniques and um, things to learn in watercolor. So if we jot down a few notes here and there, we can always refer back to them and say, oh, I forgot, I used to always do that myself. I would forget to use certain techniques because there's so many techniques in watercolor. I forgot to write them down in the beginning, and then I said, let me start writing these things down because it'll just make it so much easier. So I, pin stuff up on my wall in my studio, or I leave notebooks laying around, and then if I'm going to do a painting, I just pick up the book and quick look through and go, oh yeah, I'm going to use these three techniques mostly in my painting. So use the techniques as you can. Here we're talking about lost and found. Lost and found. What is that? Lost and found edges. I tried to break it down in a simple explanation. Um, I'll write it down. All right, so for lost edges, I would say lost edges, and we'll demonstrate this in a painting in a few minutes. Lost edges occur between objects and forms, lost edges occur between objects and forms when their tonal values are similar. Comma, creating a merging effect that adds a sense of depth and calm in our painting. Okay, lost edges occur between objects and forms when their tonal values are similar, creating a merging effect that adds a sense of depth and calm in our paintings. Okay, and we're going to demonstrate that. I'm going to go on to the next definition, which will be found edges. So we'll say found edges occur. Notice these are very similar. The two definitions will be very similar, just a few differences between wording. So found edges occur between objects and forms. I'm trying to hurry up here. Where the tonal values are dissimilar. That's the difference, similar and dissimilar. So here we're saying dissimilar, creating a high contrast effect. High contrast effect that adds excitement, depth, and dimension to our paintings. Okay, so I'll read it through. It should be good. Found edges occur between objects and forms where the tonal values are dissimilar, creating a high contrast effect that adds excitement, depth, and dimension to our paintings. So as we're looking at these two definitions, which are basically under the one lost and found edges, we'll show what they look like on an actual painting, and we'll do a composition here. And when we use these techniques, or this technique of lost and found edges, it brings a lot of excitement to a watercolor painting for certain, for any paintings, really, acrylic, oil, any type of painting medium, drawing, sketching, pencil drawings, whatever you like to do, whatever your medium is, you'll get a lot out of this technique. Okay, so I'll try to scroll this up just so we have it. If you want to write any of this down, obviously you can You can stop your video at any time you want and write this down, or take a picture of it. Kind of do a screen capture of it, screenshot on your mobile device. All right, so part one here is the definitions. I know this took a while. Let's do our first. Let's do lost edges first. And keep in mind that definition as we're working on this. So I'm getting my paintings ready here. I'm going to grab a pencil. Okay, so we'll do maybe we'll split the paper in half, and we'll do lost edges first. So I'm just going to I'm not really going to get too fancy here. I'm going to go quick. I'm just going to say these are some flowers. Just some fun I'm just really getting some pencil ideas on the paper here. Then I'm going to say maybe this is a small box back here. This is maybe a table. So we have a table. We have a shadow here. Light's coming from this direction. Okay, we got that. We got maybe a leaf there. Maybe this is a box, and maybe over here is a cup. Okay, so that's good. Now, I'm really going to not try to sit here and do a great painting. I'm just going to try to get the idea of lost edges. So we'll just write this down. Lost edges. And essentially, the lost edges will be areas where objects and forms are of similar so we have a shadow there. So let's say that vase and that mug are the same, essentially the same, pretty much the same tonal value, the same color or tonal value. They happen to be the same. We can change the colors here a little bit. But let's say they're of similar tonal values. We would let these merge. So that's a lost edge right there between these two objects. That's a lost edge. Maybe there too. And let's say we've got some green leaves here. And then we have a box back here, maybe a wooden box, and we have some green leaves. Okay, we leave that. We merge those two, and that's another lost edge between those two areas. So now we're seeing how we can lose edges between objects and forms, and it gives a nice feeling of depth. And then back here might be the wall, and maybe some flowers merged with the wall, the colors of the wall. All right, so this is what we call losing edges. We're losing an edge here. We're losing an edge between this box, let's say, and let's say this green leaf on this flower bouquet here. All right, we'll go to part 2 and we'll do found edges. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you in a few seconds.